Like we always do at this time. Yeah. All right. I love that, Jay. Thank you for that drop for me. And, like we always do at this time, kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? TJ here. Now, listen, I told you guys about Disney Plus, right? They dropped a trailer a few days ago. This is what you were asking me about the grab bag. I was watching Disney Plus. I said it was a streamer. They dropped a trailer for a new TV show that I'm looking forward to seeing.
That is?
And it is She-Hulk. I don't know if you guys are big She-Hulk fans. I'm a big comic book person, so I've always been waiting for this She-Hulk thing, right?
Okay.
And it's about Jennifer Walters. She's a lawyer who specializes in cases involving superhumans, and she can also become a large, powerful, green-hued version of herself, right? So, first and foremost, I'm going to be really interested in how they do this, right? Are they going to use, like, CGI? Is it going to be animated? They just going to slap some green paint on her? Like, I don't know how they're going to do this, but I'm looking forward to finding out. And I always thought, like, someone built, like, China, the wrestler, or there's a woman named Jade Cargill. She's in AEW wrestling. Very muscular. I thought that would be a good She-Hulk, but we'll see. But because of that, it got me to thinking, about green skinned people, green characters, right? And I decided that we're going to do, as we dig in the big ass grab bag, we're going to pick out my top 5 favorite green characters. Why not? Why not? All right. Now coming in at number 5. Okay. This character was a little scary, right? It was a little scary when you're younger, but here's what it did. It prevented so many of us from doing really bad things, such as ingesting, bleach and other household items that your parents left under the sink. And by the way, why did people leave all the poisonous stuff in reachable places for little kids? Where a little kid can get it. You can drink whatever, eat whatever.
That's a different grab bag. TJ's top 5 awful digestibles that were within reach of children.
Right? Come on. But this person, as frightening as it looked, this person kept most of us safe because it reminded us and let us know that what we might touch or might grab wasn't good for us.
And
right?
that is
Mr. Yuck.
Mr. Yuck.
Mr. Yuck. No means no. Stay away. Mr. Yuck probably kept millions upon millions of us alive back in the day because we would have ate and drank whatever we could have got our hands on. Right. So from now on, put all that stuff up high so like Cage Brockman can't reach for it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Neither have I, but that's a new one for me.
Maybe we weren't paying attention.
Wait, you've never seen Mr. Yuck?
No. Nor have I really been fascinated by She-Hulk either, but I'm willing to hear what the next 4 are.
Now, coming in at number 4, we got a superhero. This superhero is, she's a bad woman, and she's the adopted daughter of Thanos, the last of her species, and that is Gamora. You might recognize Gamora from, Guardians of the Galaxy, or the Avengers movies, and I'm telling you what, Gamora is an elite fighter, all right? You don't want to get into a fight with her, Brockman. She's an elite combatant. She's cybernetically enhanced. Her superpowers are unstoppable, and you know what? She's just a bad shut your mouth. That's played by Zoe Saldana, who, by the way, if you have a favorite movie, Zoe Saldana's probably in it.
She had me at hello.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of stuff. So shout out to Zoe Saldana and shout out to Gamora coming in at number 4. All right, coming in at number 3, I'm going to make this quick. This big, scary-looking ogre just liked to stay in the swamp and didn't really like people, but he hooked up with a donkey, and then he ended up hooking up with a princess.
Yeah.
And it's Shrek. Come on, man. Who doesn't love Shrek, right?
Of course, who doesn't love Shrek?
As a huge Chris Farley fan, I know Chris Farley was initially supposed to be the voice of Shrek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until he unfortunately passed away. So it kind of makes you wonder, Mike Myers took over for Shrek. But I always kind of wonder, what would Shrek have been like if Chris Farley had not passed away?
A lot more drunk.
But yeah, we all love Shrek. Now, coming in at number 2, this one was tight, folks. I'm gonna admit it was between 2 kind of puppets that are green, right? I didn't want to put both of them in. I had to make a choice. I sweated about this. I was up all night. But I made my decision, and my decision was based on a reinforcement, if you will. So I'm going with Yoda and the child from The Mandalorian coming in at number 2. I mean, look, with all due respect to Kermit the Frog here, I wanted to put Kermit in, but I had to make a choice between the 2.
No, you didn't.
And it might have.
How is number 1 not Kermit the Frog?
Well, number 1, I'm going to give you number 1. Now, number 1 is, if you really know me, if you're really tight with me and you're one of my friends, this is my all-time favorite superhero comic book character, period, Kermit the Frog. Bar nut. It's not Kermit the Frog. The only problem is Infinity War kind of messed up this for me, because up until the Infinity War movie, this guy, my number 1, he was the biggest, the strongest, the roughest, the toughest. he was essentially the Bianca Belair of the Marvel universe, and then a fight with Thanos happened, and he got pieced up in a way that, quite frankly, no one has ever seen. And he got handled, and he was never the same, and I don't know if he'll ever be the same. So I'm not looking at the movie version of him. I'm going back to the TV version starring Lou Ferrigno. It's my favorite character of all time, the Incredible Hulk, man. And as my mom will tell you, I was a little kid. I used to run around and bug her in the kitchen with like oversized dress shirts over me, like I ripped out of them with my muscles, and she used to get me like a Hulk Banks, and she bought me all this Hulk stuff, bed sheets and stuff. And to this day, I love the Hulk. And like I said, I'm not happy with the way the movies did the Hulk, so that's why I'm giving a shout out to my man Lou Ferrigno.
Well done.
For having the Incredible Hulk coming in at number 1 at TJ's top 5 green characters. And as always, I'm looking forward to your response.
Okay, here we go. Here's my first response. I don't understand, if, the senator from Texas got in your head to take the Sesame Street Muppet out. But how does Kermit the Frog not make a top 5 list?
I just explained to you how Kermit the Frog. I mean, like you're asking me, and I say
you had multiple superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
You could have multiple Muppets.
I could have. You're right.
And I don't.
Not to.
You want Mr. Yuck,
Mr. Yuck,
which
which by the way was created, Rich, at the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital.
There you go. So then maybe
it's local.
It's a local thing.
It's local.
Okay.
You mean
makes
Mr.
more
Yuck
sense.
wasn't like a worldwide thing?
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Are you joking? Like I said, I can
So
only
Jay, you're
talk about
from
what I've
here
dealt
in
with.
Southern California.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a New Yorker, and
I've
Brockman is from
lived all
everywhere.
over. Yeah.
Brockman's a Coast Guard kid, so he's been literally everywhere.
Yeah.
I honestly can't believe you guys don't know what Mr. Yuck is. Like, my mind's blown.
Never heard of it.
They were used nationwide, but they were created at the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital.
Well, I didn't live nationwide.
How many? Look how where Kermit the Frog's been seen.
Okay,
can you look
again,
that up?
Rich, why are you
Is that
arguing
international?
with this? Like,
you said you look forward
this
to
is
feedback.
TJ's
You don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but it's like your feedback is you're trying to tell me I'm wrong, and just instead of just saying that what you like, you're trying to disprove what these things mean
pointing
to
out
me.
that, like,
No. I know what he's doing.
What am I
He would have
doing?
went with Kermit the
You're,
Frog.
like I said, instead of you're not giving me yours, you're just trying to tell me why mine are wrong.
I'm giving
That
you
is
mine.
exactly what you're doing.
I'm giving you mine. I'm giving you that Kermit
Okay.
the Frog actually, honestly, sang a song about it's not easy being green.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of blazed the trail for everything else since then that is green.
True.
That's what I'm saying. Like he is basically
But-
said
and-
it is
and-
not easy being green. He's like, bring it on me. I will shoulder the
Exactly.
green cause.
But if you listen to what I said,
and for you
and-
to snub him.
what I said was I was going to
Kermit
put
the
both
Frog.
of these guys up there, and then a reinforcement
That's what I'm
came
saying.
was
It's
the
just-
child from the Mandalorian, because I
I
haven't really
understand.
watched the Muppets since I
great.
was 12. I've watched the Mandalorian. I've watched Star
When was
Wars.
the last time you saw Mr. Yuck? I mean,
Mr.
you know what I
Yuck's
mean?
the reason I'm alive, Rich. I would have drank bleach and Altoona if it wasn't for Mr. Yuck, all right?
That's a
It
fair
saved
point.
my life,
Fair point.
all right? I've been dead. Imodium, I don't know, whatever my mom kept under there. My grandma had a bunch of cans in Crisco, and I don't know, but Mr. Yuck was on
Okay.
there, kept a lot of us Pennsylvania
I'm
kids
just saying,
alive.
I can't imagine Kermit the Frog being on anybody's pay no mind list when you're talking about green characters of all time.
Again, he wasn't on a pay no mind list. I just didn't put him in the
On
top
the-
5.
okay.
Did you say China was in there?
No, I said with She-Hulk, you would imagine that
There you
someone
go.
built
There you
like.
go.
Yeah.
Almost had a Del Tufo moment.
Very good.
Mentioned when she tried to take me home from the Playboy Mansion.
Hey,
Whoa,
now.
hey.
Almost had a Del Tufo moment and
And
then
had it
had
anyway.
one. Had it anyway. All right, there's lots in the grab bag.
All right, so
now.
I'm going to say Rich doesn't appreciate that grab bag, but
No,
hopefully
I
you guys
appreciate
at
it.
home will, and
I
then
do.
hit me. And shout out to Mean Joe Green and Mr. Green Jeans, who I wanted to put on the list, but I didn't.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.